Hi, this is Mohammed. Now I was going to explain Python deep in assignment 11. My partner is Vyoma Desai. So here we are working on the sentiment analysis on the IMDb data. So firstly, we are importing all the required necessary libraries, and then actually my CSV file is in Drive, so I was mounting the Google Drive, and then loading the data set from the drive, then printing the first 5 rows of the data. So now here I was reading the data. I was taking the input data like review data into the input as input data as sentences, and then target feature as a label. So yeah, now I was checking the unique labels in my target feature, so I can see like positive, negative, and so like it neutral, like no review from no output from the reviews. So this is what how the sentences look like. So before building our model, like before training the model, my data should be in the form of like zeros and ones. So what I will be doing, I will be converting them input data sentences in, and then target features into target feature by using the hot label and one hot encoding, and then sentences, the input labels can be converted by using the tokenizer function from the Keras library. So here you can see so the tokenizer function from the Keras libraries will be using. So actually what it will be doing, it will be converting the like the tokens into the sequence of integers or vectors. So firstly we'll be creating an object tokenizer, and then the next will be performing the fit on text. This function, what it will be, it will convert the document like the tokens into a NumPy matrix. So here you can see so after, like, we can perform the tokenizer, we can work on the tokenizer, like the word counts, document counts, like that you can see here. And then finally text to matrix, in the sense, as I told you, we can convert the list of text into a NumPy matrix. So here you can see, so after converting it is in the form of 0 to 1. So here the sentences, like it is shaped by sorry, it will be 1 lakh rows and then 2000 columns. So and then I was converting my target feature into zeros and ones by using encoding. So here you can see, and then finally splitting the data by using plain test split. So here I was printing the shapes of the both target and test. So here actually I said the fit on text. So this fit on text, fit on text, what actually it will be doing, like so before converting the words tokens into the NumPy matrix, we'll be using this function. And then finally, after splitting the data, I was building the model. So but it is not executing as per the source code given by the professor. So here are some of the mistakes. I was not, like, input dimension is not defined, and then the densely the activation function, we should use either sigmoid or softmax depending upon the target feature. So if there are like more than two, you can use softmax, and if there is only one, or if there is two, you can use sigmoid. And then also the densely, so depending upon the densely. So actually the next test is, like, we need to remove the neutral label from the test column, from the target column, unsupervised. So here the input, so we are so I was extracting the input length, the 2000, which is the 2000 columns from the input data. So I was passing it to a dense layer with the input dimension 2000. So I was executing the command. I was building the model, and I was training the model. So here you can see the accuracy is 92%, and then for the validation data it is 50%, which is not good, as because so we are having the unsupervised, like, neutral data in the target column. So it's of no use. So what I'll be doing, I'll be removing the neutral data from the target column. So here I will be dropping the column, and then I was building the input data, and then the target input feature and the target feature. So finally, splitting the data by using 10 test split. So you can see the shapes now. It's in the previously it's 1 lakh data. Now it's 50,000 data after removing the neutral data. So I was building the same model, the dense layer 2 and the activation function is sigma. So the validation accuracy here, you can see the accuracy 87% with the loss equal to 33%. So also I was plotting the histograms for both accuracy and the loss for both training and testing. Here you can see. And then next what I will be doing is I will adding the embedding layer to the model. So and then let's say if there is an improvement in the model or not. So here you can see for building the embedding layers, we are getting the max review length, which is used for the padding the sequences. Like in the max review length is nothing but from the input data, we'll be getting the maximum number of tokens from the review data. So here you can see the max review length is nothing but 2470 after splitting the one of the text into columns. So this will be useful for the remaining data. So it will be used for padding. So the vocabulary size and then total number of words in the document. And then after I was splitting the data by using 10 to split and then getting the vocabulary, so the same will be text to sequences. So here is one thing, you can convert the text into NumPy matrix by using either text to sequence or text to NumPy and text to matrix. Both we can use here. And then finally I was padding the sequence. So here the pad sequence is nothing but like making the data, making all the inputs into a same length. So you can see one example. So the sequence will be of the same length. It's a 0 0 0. So similarly, so what I had done for the so all the input data will be all the size column will be 2470. So I was printing the shapes and then building the same model. So here you can see the accuracy and then summary of the model and then evaluating the model. Finally, the accuracy is 88% and then loss in 91%. So there is slight increase in the accuracy and then decrease in the loss. So my model is performing well with no fitting or under fitting. And then the next task is like I need to predict this model. And next is like I need to perform the same on the 20 news group data and then predict predict for one of the test data. So here you can see I was importing the libraries. Then same has been uploaded on the 20 news group data. So I was fetching it and then taking it into training data set and then testing. Into the input data, input features and then target features. The same max review length I was taking, tokenizing the data, converting point into 0 and 1s, then padding padding the input data to so that all the sequence should be of the same length. And then I was encoding the target feature, and then finally I was splitting the data by using 10 test split. Building the model, the vocabulary size, by adding the embedding layer like same as I explained the previous one, and then flattening the data. And finally, after fitting the data, my performance, like the accuracy is 32, and then for the training data, and then for the test one, it's like 22, which is not good. So I had plotted by showing the graph, and I was predicting for one of the data. So you can see the actual valuation, then the predicted valuation for, but for some other, it will be like different. So actually, it's not like much accuracy. So that's why. Thank you.